Hi everyone, hope you're doing well. A little chat about the differences between masculine and feminine initiations through life. You can call these yin and yang style initiations or masculine and feminine. And if you don't have this concept, it can make life a bit confusing of how we develop and how we go forth to, especially as men, to build ourselves, to grow ourselves, to become our fullest expression. Now, the basic terminology between this masculine and feminine energy, this yin and yang energy, the feminine, the yin, is linked to surrender, reception. The yang, the masculine, is penetration, right? Two opposite movements, two opposite forces, two opposite qualities. And of course, within us, we would not be functioning, we would not be alive if we did not have both. Yet, our biological system tends to be more leaned into one or the other. If we're in the feminine female body, we're leaned in more to the yin. If we're in the masculine expression, we're leaned in more into the yang, right? A man is a grown embodiment of a sperm. Female is a grown embodiment of the egg, of the womb. So, what are the differences in these? With the female initiations, the processes, the big life hurdles and developments that they go through, most of them are built into the biology. They have no say in the matter, right? I have daughters. In a very few years, they're going to be going through puberty. Their period comes, their body starts to change, they link up with the monthly moon cycle. All of this happens and they have no say in the matter, right? It happens. They're surrendering yin to that process. If, a female gets pregnant, right? It's not like she has to will herself through a pregnancy. She's along for the ride, right? The body starts to change, the breasts start to change, the body starts to change. There's another human being growing inside you. Even a lot of the birth process is, and I remember talking to a midwife friend of mine, she said, Andrew, the births that go the best are when the woman gets out of the way. She becomes a surrendered vessel for the birth process. Again, later on in life, menopause. There's no say in the matter, right? The biology is initiating you through these processes and they deeply develop you. They deeply move you through life through these different stages, right? Then we shift to the man, to the masculine, to the yang. Yes, we share puberty, right? We have no say in the matter. The testicles drop, there's facial hair, all these different things happen. We're into that. But essentially from there on, our development is up to us, right? And you see this with men who choose to stay in the basement, play their video games, not go out into the world, not challenge themselves. And their development, their movement through life, their initiations don't happen. It stalls, it pauses, right? If that man chooses to tie up the work boots, put himself through some hard challenges, develop himself, maybe study a martial arts, study business, craft a new body, go out into the world and gain real world raw experiences, he's going to self-initiate himself, right? Studying spiritual paths, studying the internal arts, studying the martial arts, spending time in the weight room, spending time out in the world, developing oneself, and you go through these self-initiatory processes, right? So of course, both male and female have both of these qualities within themselves, right? There's surrendering to initiatory processes, right? And even in a man, this may look like a loved one dying, right? You surrender to that. It's an active process that you have to will yourself to do it. Life happens and that initiates us, right? Even a big injury, that would be a yin initiation going through that process. A big breakup, right? There's initiations that are yin, that the definition are we receive them, we surrender to them, we yield to them and let them change us and grow us and open us. Then there's initiations that we have to take the active will and action and determination and persistence to push ourselves through. So two very different types of moving through growth and moving through transformation and development that we need to know, right? Because yang style initiations have a different quality, a different flavor, a different developmental capacity that affects you. Yin style has a much different quality and resonance that when we go through those processes, how it affects us. So we want to be holding both, right? We don't want to push away our quality and skill of surrender, right? That's beautiful skill. We also don't want to be lack of courage and lack of bravery to push and move through life's challenges that we choose to do, that we put ourselves through, because they're amazing to develop us as well. So holding both, two different types of transformations, initiations, the masculine and the feminine, the yin and the yang. So yeah, let me know if that helps. Any questions? Wishing you well.